Thank you all for being here. All right, guys, let's talk about some VTuber news. All right, first thing we're going to talk about is this is MikeNeko. So do you remember MikeNeko? Or she was MikeNeko. She was Rushia. MikeNeko is independent Japanese VTuber who streams primarily on YouTube. Why are we talking about her today? Well, it looks like here, just so you know, she has a lot of alternate personas. She also has a voice acting persona as well. So this is just to show you, like, so MikeNeko is Koito Ria as well. So like there's this, you see this, like there's like this person is also this person, but also this person. So now that you know, look, okay, so this was the tweet, and then this is the translation. Okay, so it says, for those looking for the translation of the above notice, it states as follows: cancellation notice. The artist debut and CD release of Koito Ria for spring 2024 has been canceled due to production reasons. Please note, the cancellation was not due to reports in some weekly magazines, nor any disputes in the artist's personal life. Please refrain from slander or spreading speculation about the person in question. We sincerely apologize for any inconvenience this may cause to our customers who have been looking forward to this event and everyone involved. So to give you context about this, if you remember, MikeNeko was having a bit of a very public divorce with Mafu. So people are saying that it was only because of production reasons that this was canceled, not because she's having a very, very public, messy divorce. So, I mean, the thing is, like, sometimes, you know, people say this, but you're like, is this actually factually? I don't really know for sure. We'll never really know for sure. But people are like, thanks so much. Hope things become better for MikeNeko this year. So yeah, I mean, obviously it makes sense to not speculate, but also it's like, oh, what's that about? This is the, yeah, okay. So she is going live in 7 hours as well. Probably likely to talk about it, but people are already in the chat. How cool is that? Oh, someone says, what I heard was that she mentioned getting a bomb threat. Oh, goodness. Now, production company she was working with canceled it for a reason that may or may not be related. That's all we know thus far. Okay, interesting. I mean, okay. So, I mean, that's all speculation at this point. Nothing hard and fast about that just yet. But this is just a rumor for now. Anyways, on to our next piece of news here. So we talked about this yesterday. So do you guys remember Michi Mochivi's previous employer screwed up her taxes, right? Okay, and then she had to like liquidate her health insurance and all that because she had a tax debt to pay. Okay, so here are some people just weighing in. So let's take a look at this. This was posted in the Kirosanji subreddit, and it was posted by Permit Safe. And then they said, someone with international tax knowledge speaks up. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Okay, and this person, Kaiju, says, I don't normally weigh in on this kind of stuff, but here's my 2 cents as an actual international tax accountant who has experience with expatriate tax. Facepalm. Oh, God. Okay. Here's what likely happened. Niji most likely tried to DIY their international payroll taxes without hiring a global mobility consulting firm. Oof, that sounds about right. So they withholding taxes for Japan payroll at non-resident rate without consideration for the international treaties or the liver's own country's income taxes. If this is the case, it's entirely possible Michi can get some money back with amended Japanese tax filings. In either case, it's an incredibly sloppy handling of an issue that should have been taken care of by the employer. And for folks who say that your own income tax is your own responsibility, in cases like this where foreign entities are hiring talent, it is not only customary, but expected that they are responsible for navigating your international tax issues and payroll taxes. I mean, that makes sense to me. Yeah, because they're the ones who are hiring international people, right? So you'd think that they would have experience with that. Okay. The fact that they couldn't refer her to an accountant or a lawyer for this shows they didn't have global mobility firm they consulted with, since we are accountants and have law firms to refer people to. Yeah, absolutely. Exactly. This is ridiculous. You would think that they would have a good accountant. Okay. All right. So since we're talking about taxes, just wanted to give you a quick little addition to that. So Mr. Rias, this was a male English virtual YouTuber affiliated with Nijisanji. Mr. became K9 Kuro. This is in the virtual YouTubers subreddit. This was posted 7 months ago. And then it says, new VShojo member K9 Kuro states that he had massive tax problems. Iron Mouse / VShojo helped him, which started the chain of events of joining. Wow, that's incredible. And it says, I thought this was super interesting topic. K9 Kuro, who is in massive tax debt around, oh my God, 350K USD, and his previous company did not help him. Previous company? Look familiar? Nijisanji? Okay. And then Iron Mouse and Gun Run from VShojo did what started off a chain reaction of events of him joining. It just goes to show every agency is built different. So this was posted 7 months ago, but it's just like, it keeps happening, guys. It keeps happening. Niji keeps dropping the ball on tax stuff, and it's sad. Like, you're destroying these people. 350K USD tax debt, that's incredibly hard to bear. As the big corpo, they should be taking care of their talents. It begs the question, do you think that all Nijisanji members have tax issues? It just seems so questionable, right? Like it's just, they go into debt with Niji, they go into debt with the taxes. It's not an unreasonable thing to say that this is a black company and they're doing terrible things to their people. Not only do they mentally destroy you, they financially destroy you. It's a really, really sad state of affairs. Taxes, you don't screw out taxes, guys. That's yikes. That's big, big yikes. It's just disappointing that Niji doesn't have all their ducks in a row, considering they're such a large firm, considering they're one of like the big honchos, you know? They should have all their ducks in a row. And when you're this big, like, it makes sense to like have like one guy who's doing all your taxes, one guy who's doing all your legal. But like when they're hiring people for $7 an hour and a lot of high schoolers that they're hiring, it makes sense that there's no professionalism at Niji. So why are we shocked? Let's move on to our next piece of news here. All right, so this is on the virtual YouTuber subreddit, and this is posted by the Happy Shaman. And it says, so was anyone able to catch Nexas live debuts? If so, what were your first impressions? Okay, I'm so glad someone made this because I'm also curious too. So this first person, Josh Cien, says, yeah, I was able to catch them. All of them had the same background, so they didn't have custom background function yet. Okay, interesting. The chat, for some reason, got turned off from Lulu Lasu's stream going forward. It's Annie Life's and not the streamer. It was mostly just chatting except for Clotho, who sung a couple of songs. The gift animations are surprisingly well animated for the most part. It seems that the streamers know exactly what they got. I really hope there is more variety since the streams will be just chatting, singing, and voice acting for now. But then again, I just don't get why you don't want to stream on a bigger platform. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense to me too. Another holy shit moment from that agency Nexas. This is our CEO, by the way. This is, let me see this one. I want to see this one. This is, okay. Oh, right. Harry, right? Harry is the Nexus CEO. Let's see. I will go poke all the people who want to criticize Nexus just because you see the number of talents in the new platform. You'll never know what we're working on. And I won't forgive people who just want to be blocker of industry growth. Whoa, okay. Wow, okay. Let's go. Getting criticism is a good sign that we're doing new thing basic people can't understand. Our true battle starts here. Okay. Oh dear. SE1 says 27 debuts across 3 days on an obscure proprietary app that requires you to sign up for it by filling out a Google Doc form. I've seen much better business plans fail horribly. This is cruel. Harry says, what's your business plan? You'll never know what we're up to. Oh man. Okay. Can I just say, guys, I'm going to just pause for a moment. I've seen this behavior before, friends. Okay. I've seen this behavior before. When CEOs are battling on Twitter, you know that things are not going to go well for the company, okay? Because CEOs got better things to do than to pick fights with people on Twitter. Tommy Tellerico on television. Okay, so yeah, this is so cringe, guys. Oh no. Okay, let's see what the rest of what they're saying. Okay, did you want a serious on the fly answer? This is going to take a few tweets. Hi, you should launch on an existing platform, honestly, YouTube or Twitch, as a proper group with a few enough streamers that people might actually remember them all, setting up a first wave collab, 6 max. Okay, that's fair. 2, if you want a hook to stand out, while a focus of vertical streaming is a plus, but a lack of accessibility isn't a good one. But find something original that's actually positive. 3, the Battle Royale environment you're rumored to be doing, if true, will drastically discourage future applicants and bring bad PR. Yeah, that's true. Which is another disadvantage of your model. Again, start with a reasonable amount. Harry says, thank you for your amazing plan. Good luck with your business. Wow! Shots fired. Pow, pow! Good Lord. I think not losing money would make mine win by default, to be honest. Oh, geez. Okay. Oh, no. And then Harry says, hi, S1. Please allow me to apologize for how I reacted in this thread. What you said has some very fair points, very fair and valid points. We're trying something different on a new platform and hope to build a positive environment with unique opportunities for all of our talents. My actions were unprofessional. That's true. And I sincerely apologize for my messages. I hope you will support our talents despite this, as they have all worked extremely hard for this. Thank you. That's okay. That's what a CEO should say. Not this, like, you know, like it's 3 a.m. on the toilet. You're just trying to dunk on someone. Like, that's Harry. What are you doing, bro? That's embarrassing. Okay. All right. Let's see here. This person, Higgs-Lock15, says, I can't help but feel like you're setting up the talents for failure with this. Having 27 debuts at pretty much the same time is actually insane. This is going to turn into a battle royale of talents having to fight against each other for viewership. You are competing with yourself. I mean, that's a fair point. Harry says, glad to get a criticism from a dummy account with 0 followers. Whoa! Wow. This is okay. Wow. Okay. You can see, okay. You can see who the real Harry is and who Harry's assistant is. Okay. Oh my goodness. This Harry says, hi, his luck. Please allow me to apologize for what I said there. Although what we're trying is different from other agencies, our goal is and always will be to help our talents be successful. I just didn't want any negative impressions of our talents, as they worked very hard and long for this to happen. However, this does not justify what I said. I appreciate it if you could accept my apology and hope you would still consider supporting our talents, as I would love for you to see what they've worked on. Thank you. Oh, yeah. You can kind of tell. You can kind of tell. And then, I think this is just like the, I think this is just a screenshot from their website where it says, please understand, while we provide an environment for talents to autonomously utilize with sufficient support systems in place, individualized support for each person will be less. Yes, I remember. Yeah, this is the part where it's just like, we actively support those who demonstrate high level engagement and ambition. If you want to call this favoritism, it might be true, but please understand, we will do it systematically. Yes, this is, so many red flags. Man, this is so true. This is so true. Yeah. Harry, that's not looking good, Harry. It's not looking good, friend. Testimony from the applicant regarding Nexus. Okay. Oh, okay, here it is. Okay, this person is Seren VTuber. And this says, I want to give my 2 cents on this as someone that has passed the first wave of recent auditions and dropped out. Okay, that's fair. I know some Nexus members are following, and I love you. I truly wish you the best of luck, and I'll try my best to support your debuts. That being said, some things that set off my red flag radar. Okay, it's not just me. It's not just me. Other people are like, wait. You are required to stream 5 days a week, 2 hours at a time. The CEO straight up says that if you live a lifestyle that doesn't allow this, you shouldn't join. This rubs me the wrong way to force your initial wave of talents to invest this much time and energy and possibly money by quitting their job / education for an agency and a platform that has no reputation yet. That's fair. No personalized management. This is a weird one. Individual talents don't get managers or advice. Instead, Nexus works as a school where a group of people get educated all at once on the basics of content creation. At this point, I see no reason for established content creators to join. Yeah, that's true. New ones, sure. But once again, we go back to the first point, which is why force new VTubers to invest this much time? And then it says, you are encouraged to stream off the AnyLive app to garner a larger audience. So on top of streaming 5 days, 40 hours on the required app, you now have to spend more time and effort promoting yourself on other platforms because they are aware that it's the best way to garner an audience. What? Yes, this is so many like, huh? Okay, the obvious red flag being that Nexus plans on debuting on 100 talents? Oh my God, that is way too many. Holy shoot. If that isn't a battle royale, may the best VTuber rise out to the top stuff. I don't know what is. Working off of that, you get rewarded based off of performance. But if you do poorly, you get less access to resources and help. Remember how people don't get personalized management? This is really just a skill issue for those talents. Oh, goodness. I'm still going to keep tabs and support the talents because they deserve it. But I think this kind of business model should always warrant discussing and for us to share our criticisms. Content creation is very serious space, and we want to make sure that talent signing up for agencies won't be mistreated. I have to agree. So many red flags here. Like, I mean, granted, yes, they're not, they're like, oh, we're trying something new. We're doing things you haven't seen before. But like, considering what we've seen, it's hard for us to trust another talent agency. You know what I mean? Here, let's see what this says. Bukas says, apparently, the CEO is taking inspiration from 17 Live, a successful streaming app in Asia, which he previously worked for. Yep, the CEO says he worked for an app called 17 Live, and that's probably where most of his inspiration came from. 17 Live is an app primarily in East/Southeast Asia and is a vertical streaming platform. Think TikTok Live for streams is just people talking. Okay, so this is from Naomi. Vertical streams are huge in Asia right now, so I can understand them wanting to do what is popular. I mentioned in my interview that I enjoy doing streams, and he mentioned that the app is very chat heavy, which is fine because I also love to yap, but I would definitely do a bunch of Twitch streams too if I were in the agency, meeting the requirements within the company, but focusing on promoting myself where I'm strong too. Okay. Nexas debut VOD for anyone who missed it. Oh, okay, interesting. Let's take a look. Okay, so it looks like this was, I wonder if this was like screen recorded. No one is streaming right now.
That are being showered towards me right now.
Public hospitals.
Okay. Screen sharing and live for those who don't have iOS. Well, from what I just saw, it kind of feels like they just like threw them out to the wolves. It was like, is this your first time streaming? Please get on. It seems very like unfinished. But that's okay. I mean, like, I guess because they're at a quote-unquote academy, they're there to learn. And the only way to really learn is by doing. From the Kurosanji subreddit from Sharkstark VT. And it says, Nexus VTubers already on some wild topics, man. Okay. So we have, okay, so Aniria Lilias from Nexus says, imagine my surprise when I found out that Zionists weren't just what we called Zion Lanza fans. Culture shock. Online political debates are so confusing for me. It's more confusing than keeping up with the LGBTQ plus software updates. Hey! And then they're saying, I was watching a depressed Nusagi stream and I think someone called me Kotaka but purple, laughing my ass off. At least I can take that to mean I'm pretty. And then someone's laughing my ass off. Bro, you just debuted. I think everyone wants your account to stay up for longer than a few days. Oh, ouch. Cancellation, speedrun, laughing my ass off. Oh, goodness. Okay. And here, this anime fan for the win says, what is it with VTuber agencies hiring the most batshit insane people they come across? It kind of feels like it, doesn't it? On to our next piece of news. Guys, we have Project Vox. Okay, not that Vox. I know. I was like, wait a second. Okay, so not that Vox. Anyways, this is Project Vox Virtual Talent Audition. Project Vox is holding auditions for virtual idols. If you are a male, 18 plus, local to Los Angeles, and have a passion for K-pop, this is the perfect opportunity for you. And this is the audition info below. Be a trailblazer for international K-pop. Be the perfect idol. Be part of Project Vox. And we are looking for performers and dreamers. We're looking to revolutionize K-pop in Los Angeles. What? How does that make sense? Okay. Brave Group is the company behind many virtual performance groups such as Riot Music, V4 Mirai, Vispo, and Palette Project. We are now excited to use our past experience to foster the talents of the new male VTuber group for English speakers. Auditions are open. Okay. All right, guys, this is your shot. All the guys in chat, if you want to be a VTuber and you're local to Los Angeles, you can start your K-pop journey. All right, so that's Project Vox, not that Vox, different Vox. On to our next piece of news, guys. We have OshiLink official. OshiLink is a VTuber agency formed by a passionate VTuber who felt like he could do better for other fellow VTubers that have a flaming wish to make content for fans all over the globe and be part of a family. So about OshiLink, why are we talking about it? Well, it says, announcement. Are you a VTuber enjoyer? Would you like to get paid to watch promising VTubers debut? Then we want you. Apply now to host an official watch-along of OshiLink's first-gen debut. You click on this. It brings up this Google Doc. And it says, OshiLink Gen 1 debut watch-along application. Are you a VTuber enjoyer? Do you want to get paid to watch VTubers? We want you. Apply now. Okay, so it's email. Are you available on May 11th around this time to this time? Yes, no. What is your Twitter? Which platform will you be streaming the watch-along? Oh, you have to stream the watch-along. Interesting. Okay, okay. Your profile link of previously chosen platform. What is your quoted price for the watch-along? You get to choose $100,000. Okay. That's weird. Okay, interesting. So they're gonna pay you to watch the debut, but you get to name the price? I am very confused. I mean, okay. Okay. You know what this gives? This is giving vibes of like dating shows where like they have a bunch of dudes and then they have the lady, but then the lady is just paid in like the keg gift cards, and she already has a boyfriend. It's giving off those kind of vibes. I get that this is marketing. I get it. But it's also like, okay, so here is where I'm coming from, right? Why wouldn't you pay for just more marketing? Because if you're doing a watch along with someone, this person already has their established fan base. And by them doing a watch along, does it not take away from potential numbers that you could get? I get what they're trying to do, right? Because they're trying to see if you are a person of influence, because they want your Twitter account, they want your Discord, they want to make sure that you are someone who has a social status first, and then they'll pay you. So I guess that's kind of where they're coming from. Let's just say that it's like a big VTuber, and they're like, I'm doing a watch along of this person. That doesn't even make sense either, because the big VTuber, they would just be streaming themselves, right? It's like there's no such thing as a free lunch, right? Like they want you to have a social presence, but I guess before they'll pay you, they need to make sure that you have a social presence that they can piggyback off of. Okay, all right, on to our next piece of news, friends. Okay, so this is WeebCon. So WeebCon is Texas' favorite anime convention, March 29th to 31st of 2024. What happened at WeebCon? This incident happened in 2023. There was a bunch of Nijisanji standees, and this is FalseEyeD. So as you all know who FalseEyeD is. Okay, in 2023. WeebCon had some standees of VTubers. They had a Nijisanji section, and then FalseEyeD was in his own section. So someone brought the FalseEyeD standee to the Nijisanji and took a picture. And then FalseEyeD made a tweet saying like, haha, like I was in the wrong spot, or something along those lines. I'm in the wrong neighborhood. Okay, so then what happened was Nijisanji saw the tweet and got really, really mad. Then what happened was they went and threatened WeebCon. So then WeebCon had to message FalseEyeD. WeebCon essentially used a middleman to contact False. And here's how this looked. Okay, so this is I believe that this is a Discord private conversation. This is April 12th, 2023. And they say, hey, False, I want to relay some dumb politics to you. WeebCon is asking if you could possibly remove the post about being in the wrong neighborhood with the Niji cast in the back. We don't care about any of that, but I guess they are threatening WeebCon hard with making sure they can't book Japanese voice actors and stuff next year if it's not taken down and stuff. It's up to you in the end, but they wanted to ask if it was possible and apologize for the annoying politics Nijisanji is bringing to the event with this. They are working on cutting ties to Niji, so they won't be involved in 2024. Again, so sorry for being the middleman to give you this request. Wow, that is heavy and so sad. It's disgusting that Niji is such a bully. It's like, come on. Like, anyways, let's continue. So then, this person continues, says, WeebCon said it's up to you. It could be a possible empty threat, but that could hurt the convention a ton next year if it's not, with like a kind of sad face. And then FalseEyeD said removed. So absolutely disgusting, absolutely petty. And then This person says, praying emoji, thanks a ton, false. They'll be happy. We all know how annoying Niji is. Oh, and that's why WeebCon is done with them after this. And then it says, also, I know you're going on vacation. I hope you have a very enjoyable vacation. False says, I just woke up and saw your message here. Thank you for reaching out. No troubles at all. We think it's BS that something as harmless as a little joke would cause this. Yeah. And the implication is Niji is reading everyone's social media tweets, even minor tweets like that. So they have... Okay, so think of it this way, guys. Nijisanji has the capability to micromanage other people's social media, but not actually manage their talents properly where they can be a not shit company. Shocking. Absolutely disgusting. It's stupid. Yeah, wow. They're just petty, and it's really sad. And it was nice of False to remove the tweet, but he didn't really have to. It's a free country, and it's pretty gross. It's pretty gross. Niji's disgusting, revolting behavior is not surprising at all. All right. On to our next piece of news. We have, so we have this gentleman here. I believe his name is Grummz. So here's Grummz. This is Grummz, okay? So Grummz is really mad because this new game came out. Stellar Blade, and it was censored a lot. So, I mean, if you can see from the screenshots here, I remember watching the trailers, and I was like, whoa, this is beautiful. Anyways, I guess when it came over, people were like, hey, we don't like this. So they put a little bit of censorship here. So, like, you see the before, lots of boba. After, we got boba covered. We got before, there's some boba and, like, a high cut bathing suit. And then after, we have a little insert here and a little, a little bit of censorship. So it says, so people are like, understandably, we recognize this as an issue. And then some people are saying gaming should be taken away from men. I am so serious. So this person, Grummz, has been trying to popularize this hashtag Free Stellar Blade. And some people are not happy about it. So in particular... this person who has threatened perhaps their life. So let's see. Grummz says, Twitch streamer DenimsTV ups my bounty to $30,000 while reacting to Asmongold's video about Tone Man's death threat against me. This is getting out of hand. This should be a permanent suspension, Twitch and Twitter. Also, FBI, you should be looking into this too. Okay, let's take a peek-see into what they're saying here.
Listen, I'll up the number, okay? $30K to anyone who'll make this dipshit disappear and make Eve's breasts bigger.
Wow.
Okay, you have to do both. All right? Because then it's a win-win for me. I get more breast, and I don't have to see that moron on my timeline anymore.
Yikes.
So if you think about it.
Yikes. Okay. So yeah, don't threaten people's lives on Twitch. Yeah, that's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Because, yeah, to make someone disappear is that's very unhinged and it's very uncomfortable. So, yeah. Anyway, so that was that there. Ooh! Okay, spooky. Why would you have Asmon on there? Ridiculous. Okay, anyways. All right, on to our next piece of news here. So this is about some Nijisister news. And this is on the Kurosanji subreddit posted by Quinn the Potato. It says, so they got their own rats now, huh? And it says, completely baseless assumption that because Hololive has such a good record, they must be hiding something bad. Did the thought that Hololive just doesn't like to F their talents over not cross this person's mind? This is the same line of thinking conspiracy theorists have about governments hiding stuff from them. Everything Binton says here could have applied to Niji a few months ago. They had pretty good PR that made it so people were willing to forgive and side with them even after the Zion incident. They have been on top of their talents, current and former, and were able to keep them smothered until Doki blew the lid. They're still trying to put a mask of positivity and friendship after the bullying and slander was exposed. The Nijisisters take almost everything Any Color says at face value because they've successfully cultivated the biggest audience of parasocial youth in VTubing history. They even tried to make Riku the new Yaku by advertising him as a hip, quirky dude that joked around with the talents when he just really a spoiled rich snob that abuses his employees. And Benton will say that Hollow fans are toxic for comparing them to Niji, and then turn around and say this heinous and slanderous stuff. And Nijisanji Defense Force #2 manipulator next to Vox himself. Okay, and then here it says, so we've seen this person's before. Only True Mint fan is known to be, I believe, a Nijisister account. And it says, when it comes to arbitrary fandom wars, I think it's a big mistake to go all in on Hollow worship. Things do look better right now. But so much of what they do well is just having better PR and Western fandom who's invested in taking them at their word far more easily. They know how to radiate positivity and big glossy spectacle. They know how to tell you what you want to hear. They know how to keep former and current talents quiet about a lot of internal workings. And they know how to get people to see their CEO as the good CEO. I think it's genuinely impressive how they do it, or maybe they just look a lot better at it by comparison. But they got a hold of the initial major demos in the Western community first, and that gave them a lot of goodwill. Fans do a lot of the work for them. All right, so we got Remy. Rick says, all Hollow numbers are open for the public to see. They don't hide anything. They don't do oopsies regularly, like wrong printed name on merch, scheduled tweets up early, and many more, but they also apologize quickly. Yagu's interviews are also easily accessible in many platforms. They have regular blog for tech and PR stuff. Their staff is also appearing regularly to talk about their job. This person, Material Dog, says, so what this person is saying is any color, has bad PR, doesn't radiate positivity, doesn't care what the fans want, cannot keep the talent quiet about internal workings, cannot build a good community that does the work for them. While all this is just common sense, yep, sounds about right. Anyways, guys, that is the end of the news. Thank you so much for your patience. Please feel free to fart at will.
Thanks for watching the video. Shout out to my patrons that help make these videos possible. If you want to help support the channel, you can always join me at Patreon, subscribe to me on Twitch, or become a member on YouTube. I also have links to merch in the description below. As always, I appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah!